Hey there, friends. Imagine this. You're sitting down with your morning coffee, flipping through old photos, and laughing about that time you took a road trip with your best friend. Those memories, sharp, vivid, and full of life, are what make us who we are. But what if those memories started to slip away? Alzheimer's disease is something none of us want to think about, but it's a reality that affects millions. The good news? You have more power than you might think to keep your brain sharp and reduce your risk. Today, I'm going to walk you through simple, practical steps you can take, starting right now, to protect your brain and stay vibrant as you age. I'm not just a doctor, I'm someone who's seen friends and family face this, and I'm here to share what science and real life tell us works. So, grab a pen, maybe a snack, and let's dive in. Let me start with a question. What's one memory you never want to lose? Maybe it's your grandkid's first smile or that song you danced to at your wedding. Hold that thought, because everything we're talking about today is about protecting those moments. Alzheimer's is a tough topic. It's the most common form of dementia, and it slowly steals memories and independence. It's scary, but here's the truth. While we can't control everything, like our age or genes, we can control a lot through our daily choices. Research, like studies from the National Institutes of Health, shows lifestyle changes can cut your risk of Alzheimer's significantly. And you don't need to be a health guru to make it happen, just small, doable steps. Let's kick things off with what you put on your plate. Food isn't just fuel, it's medicine for your brain. Picture your brain like a garden, it needs the right nutrients to thrive. I've spent years studying nutrition, and one thing stands out: diets rich in whole foods can protect your brain from damage. Take the Mediterranean diet. It's like a love letter to your brain. It's full of colorful veggies, fruits, whole grains, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fish like salmon or tuna. Why does it work? These foods are packed with antioxidants, which are like tiny shields fighting off damage to your brain cells. They also reduce inflammation, which is a big player in Alzheimer's. Then there's the Mind diet, which is like the Mediterranean diet's brainy cousin. It's designed specifically to keep your mind sharp. It loves leafy greens like spinach or kale, at least 6 servings a week, plus berries, nuts, beans, and whole grains. It's light on red meat, butter, and sweets. A study in Alzheimer's and dementia found that folks who follow the Mind diet closely can have brains that act years younger. That's right, your diet could turn back the clock on your brain. Now, I know changing how you eat can feel overwhelming. Maybe you love your burgers or that nightly bowl of ice cream. That's okay, no judgment here. The key is to start small. Try adding one new vegetable to your dinner tonight, maybe some roasted broccoli or a handful of arugula in your salad. Swap out soda for water with a splash of lemon. Or how about trying fish once a week? I started doing this myself a few years back, and I found that grilling salmon with a little garlic and herbs is not only easy but delicious. Little changes add up, and your brain will thank you. Here's a story to bring this home. My patient, Barbara, is 62. She used to grab fast food for lunch every day, burgers, fries, you name it. When we talked about her family history of dementia, she got serious about her diet. She started packing salads with chicken and avocado, and she swapped her afternoon soda for herbal tea. A year later, she told me she feels sharper, has more energy, and even lost a few pounds. Barbara is not a chef, she just made simple swaps. You can too. Beyond food, there's another piece of the puzzle: specific nutrients. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish, walnuts, or flax seeds, are like superfood for your brain cells. Vitamin E, in nuts and greens, protects against cell damage. And B vitamins, like B6 and folate in beans or eggs, help keep your brain chemistry balanced. On the flip side, cut back on processed stuff. Too much sugar or refined carbs, like white bread, can spike your blood sugar and cause inflammation, which isn't great for your brain. So, next time you're at the store, skip the donuts and grab some blueberries instead. Your brain will love it. As we move forward, think about this: every bite you take is a chance to invest in your future. You're not just eating for today, you're building a sharper, healthier brain for tomorrow. So, what's one food swap you're ready to try? Drop it in the comments below, and let's inspire each other. Now, let's talk about moving your body. Exercise isn't just for staying fit, it's like a magic pill for your brain. I've seen patients transform their energy and mood just by adding a bit of movement to their day. Science backs this up. Regular exercise can cut your Alzheimer's risk by improving blood flow to your brain, reducing inflammation, and even helping your brain grow new cells. Pretty amazing, right? You don't need to run marathons. The goal is 150 minutes a week of moderate exercise. Think brisk walking, swimming, or dancing. That's about 30 minutes, 5 days a week. If that sounds like a lot, break it up. 3 10-minute walks count just as much. Strength training is also key. Lifting weights or doing bodyweight exercises like squats a couple of times a week keeps your muscles strong and supports brain health. Let me tell you about my friend John, who's 67. He was never a gym guy, but after his doctor warned him about dementia risk, he started walking his dog twice a day, 20 minutes each time. He also joined a local Tai Chi class, which he says is like meditation in motion. A year in, John's not only fitter but says he feels more alert and sleeps better. He even started a walking group with his neighbors, which brings us to another big piece: staying connected. Your brain loves company. Social isolation is a risk factor for Alzheimer's, but staying engaged with friends, family, or your community can keep your mind sharp. Think about joining a book club, volunteering at a local shelter, or just calling a friend for a chat. My mom, who's 70, started a gardening club in her neighborhood. She says digging in the dirt and chatting with friends is her happy place. Research from the Journal of Gerontology shows that social connections can lower dementia risk, so don't underestimate the power of a good laugh with friends. Mental stimulation is another way to keep your brain buzzing. Your brain is like a muscle, it needs a workout to stay strong. Try learning something new, like a language, a musical instrument, or even a new recipe. Puzzles like crosswords or Sudoku are great, too. I started doing jigsaw puzzles with my kids last year, and it's not only fun but keeps my brain on its toes. The idea is to challenge yourself, step out of your comfort zone. A study from the New England Journal of Medicine found that people who regularly engage in mentally stimulating activities have a lower risk of cognitive decline. So, pick something fun and give it a go. Here's another story. My patient, Sarah, is 58 and decided to take up painting after her sister was diagnosed with early dementia. She joined an art class at her community center, and it's become her outlet. She says it's not just about the painting, it's the new friends and the challenge of learning something new that make her feel alive. Sarah's story reminds us that keeping your brain active doesn't have to be a chore, it can be joyful. As we wrap up this part, think about how you can add a little movement or mental spark to your day. Maybe it's a walk around the block or picking up a crossword puzzle. What's one activity you're excited to try? Share it in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Okay, let's round things out with 2 more big players: stress and sleep. Life can be stressful, work, family, you name it. But chronic stress is like kryptonite for your brain. It ramps up inflammation, which can damage brain cells over time. I've seen this in my practice. Patients who are stressed out often feel foggy or forgetful. The good news? You can fight stress with simple tools. Try mindfulness meditation. Just 5 minutes a day of focusing on your breath can make a difference. I started doing this during my lunch breaks, and it's like a mini vacation for my mind. Yoga or Tai Chi are great, too. They combine movement and calm.